Hello, my artsy craftsy friends. This is Faith from southwestern beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Hi. Welcome to my second paper crafting related video. I'm easing into the world of YouTube video creators very slowly. There's a lot of wonderful video makers out there, but I just thought that I'm just going to throw my hat in to the ring as well. Now, before I put any of these away, I thought I'd start out by showing you some of the goodies which I recently picked up at either thrift stores or yard sales. Now, I tried to tally it all up, and I'm pretty sure I got all of this for under $10. Yes, believe it. The thrift stores I have in my area are plentiful, so there is quite a bit of competition out there to bring people in and have them spend their thrifting dollars. So it's pretty easy to find really good deals here. So to begin with, all the books that I have here, all the hardcover books that you see that I'm going to be showing you, I got for 50 cents each. 50 cents, either a quarter or 50 cents. The smaller ones were a quarter and the large ones were 50 cents. So I'd say that's a pretty good deal. So the reason I got some of these books is for junk journaling, altered books, and just to take some images out and use them in some of my crafting. So I'm just going to get started, and I won't labor too long on each one of the books, but I love small books like most of you. And so I'm always on the lookout for small books, and particularly if they have, I hope you can see that, if they are bound. And this one does have the binding in it. And so I'm going to be pulling out some of the pages and using this as an altered book. So I love the size of it. There's some really interesting pictures in it, and I'll probably, keep some of those as well. Next, this book. I know some of you might be saying, oh no, don't break that one up. But I already own this book in my Christmas book collection, so I'm not going to feel too bad if I tear this one apart. And it's really interesting when you go to the thrift store, isn't it, that you can you feel like you're kind of looking into someone's world sometimes if they have written in the book or put a little card in. This book is also a fabulous size. It is bound, but it's also glued. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to look after this one. But I will do something, and hopefully along the way I will be back to show you what I've done. So that's this one. Oh, this one. This children's book that is in the shape of a purse is really sweet. At first I thought it was a hard board book, but it's not. It's a storybook, and the pages are really nice and thick, and they aren't shiny, so they are going to be really nice to work in. I'm going to do something really fun with this one, and it is also a bound book with yep, here we go. It's bound, so it's going to be easy to pull pages out and make it into a really cool altered book / junk journal. Send me ideas of what you would do with a book like this in the shape of a purse. Just another small book. It does have shiny pages in it, but it's also bound, and so it'll be probably sit on my shelf until I decide what I want to do. But it's also kind of a neat shape and a small size. All right. So I'm going to finish off with the books first before I move into the scarves here. The birthday book, we've all seen these, and I didn't think it would be bound, but it is. It's bound, so look at the edges of each of these pages here. Oh, a little dust on that one. Aren't they beautiful? So it's not totally shiny. It's more matte than shiny, and it's got some gorgeous images. So yeah, that'll go in my collection of when I'm looking for some cool images to add to some of my journaling / altered books adventure. All right, this was a find. This was a find. Can you believe it? A Thomas Kincaid book for 50 cents. Amazing. Of course, we're all familiar with Thomas Kincaid work. I hope you can see that. Just checking on my camera here. Yeah. Gorgeous, eh? Now, I do admit it's going to take some courage for me to cut up these pages. Yeah. I don't know how you do that. And of course, you can't really photograph it or scan it and make copies because I'm positive it's still under royalty. So it's still beautiful, just even to have on hand. Another book that's not too big. Also, this one is mostly glued. I couldn't find the binding on this one. It's mostly glued, but it's very well glued. Like, I don't know if it will come apart. The other reason I got it is for the pages, to use just as book pages to add to collages. The pages are really a nice thick pages, which is pretty amazing for a modern book. Now these say $1 on them, but I actually got them for 50 cents each because they were on for half price. Everything at this thrift store was for half price, or all the books were anyway. So yeah, I just can't resist a coloring book. Somebody's already did a few things in it, but hey, you know, for 50 cents, you can't go wrong, can you? Aren't they fun? They make great background pages. Another one, the Secret Garden one. A lot of these are, they fold out. Let's see, this one. Can't find it. Isn't that beautiful? I used to love coloring when I was a kid, and I don't think I've outgrown it. Just add them to the journal making, and oh, somebody ripped one out of here. I guess they weren't happy with their work, or they wanted to rip it out before they sent it along to the thrift store. Oh, another couple. Beautiful. And this one. Tattoo book for adults. Some pretty wild and crazy. But I got it for more things like this. I'm not into all the other weird stuff. Although some people like it. No judging. I love the wings. Wings is something that I love. See, there's some flowers. Yeah. Wasn't that interesting? That's a heart. Southwestern. I'm collecting things for a cowboy western book. So there'll be some neat images in here for that. And my friend Andrea isn't going to believe this. Look what I got. 2 of these. And this was in the same bookstore as the last one. So I got these for $1 each. And look at how big they are. They're both exactly the same. Andrea, maybe I'll give you one. It's a traveling exhibition of Van Gogh that goes around to different areas. And this was in our area a few years ago. And these are pictures of the immersive experience. So, pretty cool. Beautiful Van Gogh. And the others are just a couple of gardening magazines. You all have seen these. Some beautiful images here. And yeah, oh, this was a stationery packet. And the paper is like linen. Beautiful pages. They don't all have that on it. But there are 8 sheets and 26 envelopes. So that'll come in handy to add to the journals. And let me see. I'm going to do this fabric first. It's not all just fabric. This is just like a little, I don't know, little thing that you put on your dresser or add to your book, journal book. Now these are, there's a few of these that are belts, but isn't the embroidery on here lovely? I love that. Yes, see? I think these were belts that go with, I don't know, saris or ethnic dresses. Really pretty. Now this one, I just love the color. I absolutely love the color. It's narrow. I assume that it was a belt for a dress or something like that. But it hasn't been, it's never been sold. I was the first one to buy this because here's the original Sears tag still on it. So it went from $9.99 to $4.50. And oh, all these scarves I got for 25 cents each at my thrift store. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And lovely embroidered. It's a belt with long red tassels on it. A little flower embroidered there. Kind of a silk feeling scarf. Just thought it would, for a quarter, I just thought, oh, that'll be really, really nice to go around a book one day. And purple one, a quarter. So, you know, I couldn't resist. Here. And oh yeah, this was in the same bin and she gave it to me for a quarter too, so I'm sure that this is machine embroidered, but that's okay. It will look really cute in a gardening book or something like that. And here's like a gold shawl, but I'll use this. I just saw Barbara with 49 dragonflies use something almost identical to this in making her clusters and using it as a background for an image. And I thought, oh, that'll work perfect for that. Okay, so okay, we'll finish off the books here. Oh, look at this. Also a quarter Bluebird book. Full of beautiful images of bluebirds. I love adding bird images to my journals. Isn't that cute? Okay, there's that. Oh yeah, we've all seen these, right? Just these would make great envelopes. Super thick paper. They're like cardstock paper. So they will make great envelopes. Or pockets. Just some really cool images there. Great Barrier Reef booklet. Under the Sea. Wow. I'm also a bit of a sucker for music books, and I particularly picked out this one because if you know Yanni's work, he's a keyboardist, and so there are no words in this. So this is what I was particularly reason I picked up this particular one is it's just the music notes, no words. And a stencil book. Again, it was in the pack that was, I think, on for half price. So I think it was all magazines, but it's the stencils. You punch out the stencils and, yeah, use them. Now, these are my yard sale. I have a friend who was selling a lot of things from his theater company, and I asked him if he had any old books. He says he did, but he didn't. He would just give them away because, and I could see why when I went there. They were very old and rather smelly and quite, yeah, they weren't the kind that I was looking for. However, he had this bundle here for $1. And it's old papers and some music papers. So just notes that people took. Look at the handwriting. Isn't that amazing? You don't see that nowadays. And music, old music books. Music sheets. Sorry. Some of these have been taped together, so I don't know how old they are, but they look pretty old. Now, I'd like some feedback on these. Would you use them as they are in your journals, or would you take pictures of them or scan them? Maybe I'll scan them and share them. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Amazing images here. Now, I looked through these before and I wanted to show you something in one of the books. It must be this one here. Look at that. Now there are other pictures of, they all look like they're from the 20s, don't they? The 1920s. That's 100 years ago, friends. 100 years ago. Never heard of any of these people, but then I'm not 100 years old. Isn't that amazing? And just the cover of an instruction book for the piano. That was kind of fun. And this last thing is the pièce de résistance, or however you say it. I am not French. But look at this. Look at this. 2 packs, 20 postcards, $1 each. This was at my local thrift store. So this is, oh dear, I can't remember her name right now. I don't think it's Edith Wharton, or is it Edith Wharton? No, somebody can, I'm sure, can tell me what it is in the comments. But look at that, 20, I haven't even had the, I haven't gotten it up to sealing it, but I will now that I've showed it off, and these will definitely be going in the pockets of some of my journals. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of my haul. Now just to find the right place to put it all, so I remember that I have it. Suggestions are always welcome. So that's all I have for today. And like the pros say, please like and subscribe to help me build my channel. And I'll be back with more paper crafting fun from my little corner of the world. Thanks for watching. Bye.